Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, this is the next video from Blend 75 series, and we have completed till. Let me open Blend 75 series. We are currently on strings, and in strings we have solved till group anagrams. So the next problem we are going to discuss here in this video will be valid parenthesis. Let's open it. What it is saying that we will be given a string s which will be containing these characters, the characters of bracket, small bracket, curly bracket, and square bracket, and we have to find that if it is valid or not. And the rules are here are: opening bracket must be closed by the same type of bracket, opening bracket must be closed in correct order, every closed bracket has a corresponding open bracket of the same type. Yes, so that there are three rules. We'll be given some brackets in a string sequence which will be consisting of a small bracket or curly bracket, or this, let me draw in pairs, small bracket, curly bracket, or this is square brackets. We can get these type of brackets in our string sequence, which we will get in this problem, and we have to find that if it is the sequence is valid or not. So when this sequence become invalid, suppose I have opened it and closed by another type of bracket. If a bracket is opened, then it must be closed by its counterpart, means it must be closed by same type of closing bracket. And the sequence, there must be a order, means if it is opening, a small bracket is opening, then it should not be like that it is closed by the square bracket or curly bracket. It will be invalid. And valid sequence will be like this: it is opened and closed, then curly bracket. Suppose this is the sequence given to us. So you see it and find out whether it is valid or not. See, it is valid because the small brackets are in pair inside, and then outside the small bracket we have square brackets in pair, then outside square bracket we have curly brackets in pair. Now we have understood by seeing how we will find out that if a given sequence of strings is valid or not, but how we'll do it in the code. So here if you have done similar type of problems, if you have come across such type of problems in which we need to keep track of just the item that is present just before it, in that type of problems we usually use stack. And here also we need to find out, suppose we are traversing through the string to find out whether it is valid or not. We are currently here, then what should we do? If we find a closing bracket, then we must see what is the opening bracket just before it, and we can keep track of it easily with the use of stack. What stack does is that here we can insert from one end and we can remove from one end only. So if we will start inserting the characters which we get, for example for this string, we will start from here. We will insert curly bracket, square bracket, and small bracket. Now when we'll get this closing bracket, any type of closing bracket, we'll look inside our stack what is present at the top, and at top that its opening bracket of the same type must be present at every time while traversing through the given string. So here you can see that currently we are here, and at the top of the stack, yes, we have the opening bracket of the same type, so we can safely remove this, and we have processed these two brackets, and we can move ahead. When we'll see this closing square bracket, then instantly we'll look up into our stack and we'll check what is present at the top. Now at the top, its counterpart, that is it square brackets opening bracket is present there, and if any other bracket other than this, if any we will not place any closing bracket here, we will only place the square opening brackets, and if we find any closing bracket, then we'll check and remove the opening bracket. What we are going to search here, we will search the type. So if currently we are at the closing bracket of square type, then if any other bracket, small bracket or curly brackets opening part comes at the top, then we'll simply say false, the sequence is invalid. But currently the sequence is valid, so we found the same type of opening bracket, so we'll remove this. And at last we are here, and in the stack we are also at the opening bracket of curly bracket type, so we'll remove it, and at the end we'll get the empty stack. When we are getting the empty stack, we can say that yes, we have processed all the brackets, and we are left with empty stack, means all the brackets are in pair. If the stack is empty, means all the brackets were present in pair, otherwise it would not have been empty. If means two brackets are open and only one is closed, then you see, from seeing this closing bracket, I will remove this from stack and we will remain with this one opening bracket. So it should not be like that. If all the brackets are of same type and are present in pair, then at the end our stack will become empty, because we know that as many opening brackets are there in the sequence, that many closing brackets must also be present in the stack for it to be valid. So we'll check at the end, if the stack is empty, then we are sure that same number of closing brackets are present, and we have already checked the type while we were removing the brackets from here. We were keep on checking the type, if the type is same or not. So we have checked the type here while removing them, and at the end we will see if any opening bracket is remaining or not. So this is the way we are going to approach this problem. Let's code it, and then we'll see its time and space complexity. So first I will start with finding out its length, and it will be s dot length. Alright, and I will make a stack for keeping the track of the brackets. st, yes. And I will apply here a for loop that will start from the starting index till the length of the string to traverse through the given string. And here inside this for loop, I will first check if the bracket is of opening type or closing type. So if s of I is from any of them, if it is like this, or s of I is like this, like this, opening curly bracket, or it is opening square bracket. Okay, in that case, if the current bracket is opening bracket of any type, then I will simply put it in my stack like this. We know that we use push function to insert the values in our stack, so we'll use st.push current character, whichever it is, or whichever of type it is, if it is of small, curly, or square. Alright, in the else part we'll check. See, surely in else part we are currently at any closing bracket, so we'll check here the type. So what is the type of the bracket that is present at the top, and we are going to check it like this. If si is equals to, suppose it is closing of the small bracket, then at top, what should be at the top? If it wants to be valid, then it should be opening small bracket. So if it is not, suppose this is the character that is present at the top of our stack, and suppose it is not what we want. We want the opening bracket of small bracket type. If it is not, I have placed here the not, you see, and then I'm giving opening of small bracket type. If it is not like that, then the sequence is incorrect. we will simply good to return false here. We don't have any doubt now, because there is no need to check any further. We need not to perform any further computation or check any further string, because we are sure that anywhere, if only a single pair is not present, a single pair is of incorrect type, then we can simply return the false. Similarly, we'll do the same for curly and square bracket. So I've copied it, and let me paste it 2 times like this, and I will only change the bracket. If the while traversing the current character is closing curly bracket and the top of the stack is not opening curly bracket, then I will return false. And at last, I will do the same for the square bracket. Yes. Alright, I have placed return statements inside, so no need to do else if. And at the end, if false is not returned anywhere in the for loop, then at the end, what I have told you, if you remember, I have told you that we will check at the end, we will check our stack if it is empty or not. So if st.empty, if it is empty, it will return st.empty will return us true, and we are sure now our stack is empty, means all have been popped. I have not done popping yet, but I will do it. So all the opening are popped for the corresponding closing bracket type, and we can simply return true here. And in the else case, there are some brackets remaining for which closing brackets were not present. Will in that case we will return false. And if you must have noticed my mistake that I have not yet popped the element from the top of the stack. So in else part, if it is not the case, means they are not of the different order, means they are of the correct order. What? Si and st.top. Si represent the current element while we get while traversing through the string, and this is this st stack is maintaining the opening bracket, collection of opening brackets in order. Now here we can at end, if we have not returned any false from here, at the end we can remove the we can remove the element, the character from the top of our stack like this. Yes, now I think nothing is remaining. Our code is done. Let's try to run it. I have made some mistake. What it is saying? Expected closing where? All right, here I forgot or logical or operator I should place here. Now the given test cases are passed. Now let's try to submit it. And it is showing some runtime error. Yes, one more thing I have missed is that I must check if there is currently something present at the top of the stack in the else part. So I will check here. I will tell you why. If st.empty, then return false. So this thing was remaining. So why I have done this? Because if we have not yet encountered any opening bracket and we have encountered a closing bracket, then this condition will be triggered and will return false. And you know why? Because we cannot close a bracket before opening it. So what happened, that our stack was empty and we tried to find out its top, so it gave me runtime error. Now let's try to submit it again. Yes, it is accepted and perfectly working. Hope you understood this explanation. If you like this video, you can subscribe my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.